at a time, and then just use a little bit of bandwidth on each one of them. They won't even notice. You'll be getting gigs of speed.
Right. I had a few neighbors here I cracked. I used well, I don't know. They changed the name of it now. What was the original name of that? The Ubuntu based one. They changed the name of it. It's Kali
Debian?
now.
So what's not working again? The help, right?
Yeah, Mubot help or Mubot just by itself doesn't do anything.
It's called Kali Linux now. It had a different name.
Oh yeah. What's that one?
Can't remember the old name.
Man, I tried a lot of those alternative ones, but these days I pretty much stick to CentOS and maybe Ubuntu if I can't avoid it.
Really, I use my main go-to one is either Debian or Arch. Arch.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do like Debian and Slackware are the two that I used a lot because they're just raw.
I
And
don't know software, man. Oh man,
not anymore. No, it's so different from the others now.
it won't. They won't come out of their ways.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so different, and they
It's
insist on keeping it different.
it's designed for single program use at one time, and it's just not.
Right. So what I was using it for is kiosks. So I was making kiosks for
Oh,
retail stores.
Oh, which is
that's
perfect for
perfect.
that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's for.
Nice.
So I used Slackware for that. But later on, I used one called Rip Linux, which was even better because Rip Linux has everything ripped out of it, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to rip out video support, you want to rip out, serial port support, everything. It's modular and easy. You can do that in any Linux,
Yeah, I just
but
use
Rip
Debian.
Linux made it trivial.
When I install
Debian's the
Debian,
same way.
it's a net install. So I boot up straight to a command line, and then I install what I want.
Yep, and it downloads all just what you need. Yeah,
Right.
Debian's great for what we call just-in-time installations,
Right.
whereas
That
CentOS and Ubuntu are more a package.
Yeah.
all right,
In
I
the
gotta
long run,
go.
all that really matters is that they're all the same in the long run. Once you've got them installed, the big difference between them is how do you install them,
Hmm.
and then how do you maintain them.
Right.
I think CentOS has a little bit better maintenance to it.
Yeah, well, CentOS is based off of Red Hat RHEL
Yeah.
Enterprise Linux, and which is, I mean, I've got 33,000 of those right now at work. It's business, oriented. Of
I've
course,
never
you
been with
pay.
Red Hat. I've always been with Fedora, which is it's free version, it's community
Right,
version,
Fedora is Red Hat's.
community version.
Let's call it their beta version. It's the
Yeah.
advanced version. It comes everything that goes into Fedora eventually makes it into Red Hat if
Right.
it's worthy.
Yeah.
But
Think of
Fedora's been messing up lately.
hell yeah, it's the
I
beta.
can't. Yeah, I've made like 3 installs in the last couple months, and it's just, each one's been broken. Just
Yeah,
they've
it's
never
the
done
beta.
it.
And they're trying new things, and that's what they do. They try new things, and then the best of ends up in Red Hat. And then CentOS is literally just a port of Red Hat.
Yeah.
So they take all the Red Hat isms out of it, all the commercial parts out of it, the
Hmm.
logos and that kind of stuff, and any proprietary software out, and then boom, here it is. And so CentOS is exactly a clone of a package for package, exactly a clone,
Oh, cool.
and it's free.
See
That's
again.
incredible.
We're not playing today, viewers. So stop yelling. Not yet.
So what do they have? What do they have in CentOS for like management packages and stuff?
Yum.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Oh,
Red Hat and Red Hat is Yum based, and so there's two main categories. There's Debian based and RPM based.
right.
And Debian's used, package manager, package add, you know, all
Synaptic.
.debs. Yeah, well, that's the GUI version.
Yeah.
Actually,
Snide.
Synaptic will do both, won't it?
Snide, did you hit the follow yet?
Hold on.
Yeah,
I did.
Synaptic is the GUI. App is the backend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apt, right.
Apt get.
I like apt because of the way that it. All right, so here's the main difference between them from a package management. This is from an enterprise level. RPM is great when you're installing commercial software because it then pulls in all the dependencies along with it. But when you go to remove it, it doesn't remove any of the dependencies,
No, you
Oh,
have to manually remove dependencies.
and
Or
you have to
apt get.
manually go figure out which ones you can remove because
Mm-hmm.
maybe I installed another program later that needs it still.
Mm-hmm.
Apt is forward and backwards.
Yep.
Snide, did you hit the follow button? No.
I did, yeah.
No, no, unfollow and follow again.
Yeah, it says I am following.
No, no, I need you to unfollow.
Unfollow. Done.
All right, now hit follow.
All right. Was there some kind of magic supposed to happen?
Yeah, this is not working.
It's okay. I'm not listed as a follower either. Oh, there I am. All right. I unfollowed again so you can fix it.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, hold on, give me a minute.
So anyway, yeah, Slackware uses package manager, package add, package remove, or package delete, whatever they call it. Those package files, PKGs. That's old school.
Another thing I like about the app is its repository pinning when you start mixing repositories.
Yeah, it does okay with mixing repositories. I think RPM are better repositories in general. They're because they tend to be managed by corporations.
Yeah.
The quality of what's in there is better because it's been tested better.
Yeah.
But Debians have more packages because there are more developer type people making packages there. So if you're looking for some hot new video card, driver or something, or some tool that only a developer would love, that's where you find it.
All right. I gotta go in here and beat the 13-year-olds. They keep putting Chucky and shit on the 5-year-old.
All right.
On my laptop, I can see the full banner. It's incredible.
Enjoy your beatings. Talk to you later.
Oh, I'm just gonna pause it real quick while I use my voice.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Jelly, I thought about, if we were to turn this server into a Linux box and what would we do and everything. You know what? I don't think it's worth the effort. It might make it better. But unless you have some other, unless you have some other, thing that you want Linux for, I wouldn't do it.
Nah, it's kind of. I left it on Windows Server because most of the Steam stuff is still Windows based.
Yeah.
And it'll perform better under Windows than it will on Wine.
Oh, yeah.
But we've also tossed around the idea of getting another server, me and Manda, not the shop, because the servers are mine again. So.
Yeah.
They're just borrowing.
Yours.
Yeah, they're all yours.
The thing with the servers is the shop still takes the donations for the internet connection.
Which is bullshit.
Well, no, it's a $200 a month internet connection. I mean, if we're going to use it for sharing the servers out, they ought to get something out of it.
But you can't work on them. What's the point?
I know. But other people can. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, you have another server, don't you? I mean, besides the two, the EGS and this one, Avorian server?
No, I don't have any more servers.
Ah.
Well,
These are the two we own right now.
And I'm gonna be looking to donating to help you, man. Like I told you, I'd help you out to get another server.
Well, we probably ought to get another server, a Linux-based server, for software like Avorion, and something reasonably performs reasonably well. But we're looking at between $300 and $600 for a decent server.
Yeah, no, it's gonna cost you. And the thing is this server worked out well because you already had some drives and things like that to put in it. You're running out of extra drives, I'm pretty sure, SSDs and stuff, I'm sure.
No.
No? You got SSDs just lying around?
I've got two 256 gigs, I've got a 512, and I've got a 1 tera PCIe.
Nice. Oh, nice.
All right, Snai, hit the follow again.
All right, following.
Plus, I've got a bunch of spinning discs sitting around the shop, so.
Yeah, I don't want those. Ever.
Well, that's what the one server's running.
Yeah, I believe it.
The Empyrean server, mostly because its hard drive access isn't quite as bad.
It's actually pretty intense in hard drive because of the way they do their file structure. But if there's not a lot of activity, it should be able to keep up fine.
Yeah, it keeps up pretty well. Even when there's a lot of players. Like one day we hit 33 players. It didn't have a problem keeping up with it.
Do you see anything on the screen?
No, nothing happened.
Do you hear the music?
The only reason my time's limited right now is because of the work on the trailer.
Oh, I got customers.
Yep.
I hear myself.
No, you didn't hear no music, right? Or nothing? Didn't see anything?
Nah, just chat. I'm trying not to. I turned it on and then I pushed to talk and then we go into a time warp.
Especially once it's trailer stuff, then my time's gonna free up drastically. I'll be back to playing. Like I said, I left old girl that was causing me issues with playing.
Hey, I heard you played Warframe.
Me?
Yeah.
Did I play Warframe? I think I have it on my game list.
I'm just noising your noise.
We played it like a while ago. We have not played for like a year, and we just started playing again.
Wait, I haven't. It's been a long time. I think it's in my Steam library. It's been a long time now.
It's changed.
Has it?
I'm sure. Yeah, I know it's changed since we played. So there's been a bunch of stuff added.
Check it.
If it's been a while since you did it, I'm sure there's a lot of changes for you.
Right.
Trying to get Swiss to play too.
Care. You
But
guys
he'd
are
be-
making no more.
But he'd make a fresh start. Then that's he's got a long way to go.
Right, and they made the jump to console too, which can be if they go cross-platform now. I think too.
Yep. Yep, but you can't play cross-platform. But they do have it on all. Well, they have it on PS4 and on Xbox. Xbox One.
It came out for the PS3 first before anything.
I think so. Yeah.
It was released a few years ago for the PS3.
Yeah, it was years ago. So when it first came out, it was garbage.
Right. What other one did I play for a little bit? Hawking.
Yeah, I remember that one. Nobody plays anymore.
Right, Hawking reminded me of old BattleTech and all that back then.
Yeah. Have you ever tried Mech Warrior?
Yeah, I was gonna say Mech Warrior also BattleTech and
Yeah,
well,
Mech Warrior
BattleTech
Online
was
was
pen
awesome.
and paper.
Yeah, no, Mech Warrior Online, MWO, is the pen and paper BattleTech in a first-person shooter. It is amazing. We played the hell out of that until they introduced Clan Tech, and once they did that, it broke. I mean, it was just like if you weren't in Clan Mechs, you sucked.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to be. I understand, but it was a cliff that I couldn't get over.
Right. The Excalibur was my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Which did you know they did a crossover with that too? You can see the Excalibur and the Mac 10, all of them are also in the Robotech series.
Yeah, they always did a little crossover like that.
Mm-hmm.
That game is still going strong though.
Oh yeah.
Every now and then I think about firing it up, but I'd be so far behind, you know.
I remember they were doing simulators back in the day. They were supposed to be building, and then they stopped working on them.
So in Chicago, they actually built one of those BattleTech simulators
Yeah.
where you could go in there, and this was in the mid to